She is back in the fucking building again. She's back in the building again. Listen. This is not what I thought my day was gonna be like today. Not gonna lie to you. But she's back in the building. A lot of people are not even gonna know what I'm even talking about. But it feels like, you know, every time that I put down the gloves, the fight calls me back. Every time. Okay? Hello, how's everyone doing? I'm short again, and we don't allow that. I would like to be a slouch. Oh my god, my pants are so high. Never mind. I'm fucking looking like Steve Urkel. We'll go through all of it because I feel like there's a lot to be talked about. But people are being stupid on the internet again. Surprise, surprise. We're gonna be talking about censorship. And we're gonna be talking about AI. So we're gonna watch the trailer. We're gonna just do everything, okay? We're gonna talk about everything Divinity related today because I feel like it needs to be addressed. Did I think I was gonna be back in the building doing videos like this and streams like this? No. But guess what? Guess what? I don't know if you guys have noticed, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, you probably don't know, but I've been getting a lot of traction on Twitter because of my comments on Divinity, mostly positive, if not all of it positive, because I am a Larian fucking simp, okay? All those things I was complaining that people did, if Larian fucking flew me to whatever the fuck they, and put me underneath a bridge just so I could glance at the face of Sven for 2 seconds, I would do it, okay? I am not better than anyone, really. So do you have to take my opinion when it comes to Divinity or anything Larian? No, you shouldn't take anybody's fucking opinion at face value. Why do you care about my opinion? I don't care about my opinion. So, you know, So again, take everything that I say with a fucking handful of salt, because I just say whatever the fuck I want. I give my opinion as I feel it, and you can agree with me or you can disagree, and I don't care. But there's some things I believe that you cannot disagree with because they're just like hard, cold facts. And I do like to speak about facts, using facts, okay? Not my opinion, not I said, she said, they said. No. I will bring you like statements, and I will bring you interviews, and I will bring you, actual quotes and facts of what I'm talking about, because I am not a fucking pussy, okay? I don't have to talk about hearsay and rumors. If I do, I will let you know that they're alleged or that it's my opinion. Are we in consensus? Are we in agreement? Okay. So I don't even go from the beginning. I don't even know. I feel like we go from trailer to the outrage that the trailer caused. Then we go to the news about the game that have come out today. And then we go into the AI controversy that has been swiftly, mind you, nipped in the bud by Sven Vinke himself. The Emperor himself. The god of RPGs, if you will. I said it. Fucking, okay? So I think we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna watch the trailer first because I wanna speak about it. And I have watched it like 17,000 times. I'm not even joking with you when I say that I have watched it that many times. And what about it? Do I have a problem? Maybe. But that's between me and God. What can you do about it? Absolutely fucking nothing. Nothing! Okay. Mind you, that this trailer, before fucking people lose their minds, is for adults only. Why am I saying this? Because a lot of people were clutching their goddamn fucking pearls because the trailer is gory and dark. I did see Sven's tweet, by the way. I already quote tweeted it and everything. We'll see it. We'll go through it. It's gonna be a long stream, so don't worry about it. They tend to be when I ramble. But the main controversy surrounding Divinity was that during the Game Awards, children watched the Game Awards, which again, the Game Awards are not for children. They're not targeted to children. It's for adults. It's an adult audience. It's the in-house audience are all adults. And most of the people that watch it, because of the time zone in the day of the week and everything, they are adults. Sure, a child can watch the Game Awards. They do announce games like fucking Mario Kart all the time, but they will announce Mario Kart and they will announce Outlast Trials right after, or Resident Evil. You know what I mean? So, I have to fucking silence my phone. So, I don't care about that fucking argument of someone literally said to me, I almost watched the Game Awards with my mother. Mind you, this is a 30-year-old woman saying this to me. So mom is what, 50, 60? I almost watched the Game Awards with my mother, and if she had seen the Divinity trailer, she would have passed out. Sounds like your mother needs to be internalized. Sounds like your mother needs, to live in a bubble. Sounds like your mother needs, I don't know, like a caretaker. How is that none of everyone's business? I don't understand. Why do we have to care? But it's demonic. Motherfucker. The amount of times people have told me it's degenerate, it's demonic, it's gore porn. Bro, people are children. Can we all agree that people are children? I'm not talking about children. I'm not talking about teenagers in adult spaces. I'm talking about 30, 40, 50-year-olds acting like babies, like children. They need to be coddled. They need to be like, oh, do. You cannot, if you don't talk to them like this, they fucking cry. What are we? Are we crazy? The body horror was insane, but the thing is, this is not news. Because a lot of people only know Larian, and that's completely valid, by the way. Only know Larian through Baldur's Gate 3. And mind you, Baldur's Gate 3 is still gory as fuck. If you go down the Dark Urge route, gory as fuck. There are moments, even not in the Dark Urge playthrough, that are really fucking dark. Like, and they're there. And so people fucking played Baldur's Gate 3 with their eyes closed, I guess. And they forget that Larian is not Baldur's Gate 3. Larian is not Baldur's Gate. Larian is Divinity. And Divinity has a bunch of fucking games. I personally am only familiar with the Divinity original scene, like the one and the second. But they are very dark. They don't look dark because they're isometric RPGs. And they are CRPGs, and the color palette, it's more vibrant. Not fucking Veilguard palette, but just more vibrant. But literally, Divinity Original Sin 2, you are a prisoner who has a fucking slave color, like a source color, because you're a sorcerer. And those are, like in Dragon Age, lesser than people. And people are literally lobotomized and used in experiments, and experimented upon, and tortured. In so many fucking instances in those games where you are dealing with gory as fuck shit, and you don't really realize it, or people don't realize it, people that are fucking paying attention, because the way it looks, it's not as visual, it's more narrative, it's like a CRPG, it's more classic, but they are dark. Larian games have always been dark. Sure, they have some moments of levity because they're not horror games, but they are dark. They deal with religious fanaticism, like with cults, with ritual sacrifice. Slavery is commonplace, accepted. There is xenophobia, racism, cannibalism, and I can go on and on and on and on. So, am I surprised about the Divinity trailer? No. No, I'm not. Is it meant to be off-putting? Is it meant to make you uncomfortable? Yes, that is the point. It's meant to, and you will see it. If you haven't seen it, or if you like me, you have seen it 2,000 times, you will know that it is meant to evoke emotions, as art very often is. It's meant to incite a response on the viewer. And in this case, it's a negative response. Not in the sense of like, this sucks, this is like, no, it's like, oh, I'm very, put off by this, like what's going on? Because it is a reflection of, we are watching humanity. We're watching people get punished because of their deeds. Like in real time. We're watching people commit a sin and get punished by a god, we still don't know that, in real time. And it's supposed to be nasty, because guess what? It's supposed to be. That's, the entire relationship between mortals and divinity. In the divinity setting, it's supposed to be fucking clashing all the time. The gods are gone. So what's going on? It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. People do get upset at everything nowadays. It's just insane how many times people are like, well, and I'm like, how old are you, dude? Just 55? Listen, I don't know, man. Just if you cannot deal with horror or, or gore, just maybe don't be on the internet. Maybe don't watch the Game Awards. Horror games are fucking announced all the time. I don't get it. I literally don't get it. Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comfortable. Exactly. Thank you. The trailer was the best thing about the Game Awards. This trailer should have been the last trailer to come out of the Game Awards. Change my fucking mind. Because what was that fucking Overwatch like? Larian has never pulled any punches. And the only reason Baldur's Gate 3 was more toned down, it's because of Wizards of the Coast. This is Larian's IP. This is Larian publishing Larian. This is purely them. Thank you all for the follows. I cannot read the fucking... But I love you. Thank you. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Listen. I like the trailer. If we avoid making media that makes people uncomfortable, all becomes blunt and boring. Exactly. And you cannot please everybody. There are demons in the setting, yes. The whole thing, like, I would invite you to play Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2 because those are gonna be not super important. Larian has already said that you can play this one, Divinity, without playing their previous titles, but it would help a lot for you guys to get a grasp of the lore. It is very intricate, but the gods are dead. And there are demons, and there are, like, you know, dark forces that it will all be explained, hopefully. Okay, let's watch it. Okay, let me actually, you know, do my fucking job, and it's probably gonna be pretty loud for you guys. Okay? We are all familiar, and you can literally see in his body that we don't know if this man is a criminal, what he did, if he's just, you know, a guy, but we see that he's been marked, like ritualistically marked. They are appealing to a god. Do they know what god they're appealing to? Probably not. Maybe he's a sorcerer. I don't know. He doesn't have a source color, so, you know, wouldn't he be able to, like, do something about it? I don't know if he's a sorcerer, but the crown, everything is symbolic. And they are sacrificing this man, probably like a harvest, something, you know, like a seasonal event. This is not the first time that they do this. 100%. This is like, you know, they've been doing this. And the gods haven't answered. And for whatever reason, this time they do. And maybe, you know, the god they thought they were appeasing, it wasn't a good god. Or they actually brought forth something much, like, worse. So, you know, we don't know anything. But it's obviously like an event. Okay? I have seen the conspiracy theories around the statue of the Hellgate. Yes. Also, again, is it the Hellmouth or Hellgate? Whatever it is hell. So whatever is being brought forth, they're demons. They're demons, and there's no gods. There's no one to defeat them. So we're screwed in this timeline. It doesn't tie to Divinity Original Sin 2. Like, again, they are saying not a standalone, but I think it's gonna be pretty far removed. So I think this is a reboot and when I say that, I get like fucking flashbacks to Veilguard. Like, this is a reboot of Divinity. I think they're trying to bring it back so they can, like, things in the other games are gonna be relevant, but not as relevant as you have to play the other games. They have said that you don't have to play them. So I don't think previous choices are gonna be as relevant because it's not a Divinity Original Sin, it's a Divinity game. There's three deities as well, which I don't see people talking about. There's 3 deities. And they have, I think, different markings. I cannot even see it. It's like a triangle with something in the middle. There's 3. Who are they? We don't know. We don't fucking know. You know? But they are praying to them. They're significant in whatever religion they have. They're significant. And when we see the priest, actually, you know, they do the ritual, this man burns alive, he seems taken aback. Like, whatever is happening is not what was intended to happen. Obviously, by their reaction and everything. Like, I think this is just like a yearly thing they do. They have been burning people for a very long time. Maybe they think doing that helps with the crops or whatever bullshit. And this time, something actually answered, and they are scared of their fucking minds. It's religious, 100%. Those are, and I love this, like the penitents, we have that in Catholicism. Like, it's just, they're usually in the priesthood. Like, those men are in the priesthood. It's also, they're wearing like animal heads, aren't they? Yes, so that one is wearing an animal head. This one is wearing but they are very fervent, very zealot members of the priesthood. That's still a thing that people do in modern Spain, where they will hurt themselves. They will flagellate themselves to prove that they are, devoted to their faith. Flagellants, thank you. Yes, we call them penitents here as well. Again, it's all races, which that is, I don't know. It's so interesting because it's across all races. Whatever religion this is, it's across all of them. Like there's lizards, orcs, there's elves, there's humans, there's dwarves. All of them are here. And it's a mix of actually like kind of prudish, more classic religion, like Catholicism, but then they actually have ritualistic stuff mixed in, like the runes and the animal heads. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, I am losing my mind. You guys don't understand how many times I've actually seen this. And then we see the orgies, and then we see the excess of drink and food and everything. Yeah, but a tradition of what, Paki? Of what, though? That's what I'm talking about. And you see how he is kind of the heart of this entity, this deity. He is the heart, like the bleeding heart of this effigy. Everyone knows what they're here for. This has happened before. They're active participants of this. They see this as a joyful ritual, a joyful tradition. And you see them, and they don't seem cultists, right? They don't seem mindless. They don't seem like they're being forced to do this. They're just religious people who believe this is normal. Like burning a witch. You see what I'm talking? I'm sorry, YouTube. I'm sorry, Twitch. There's nothing. No titties out. No penises out. But orgies in fucking parallel with flagellants. This is so interesting to me. Whatever religion this is, it's so fucking interesting to me because they have such devoted people that are probably like they don't have sex, they don't indulge, they don't drink, yada yada yada. And then on the same vein, they have people that for their devotion, they indulge. They see this as normal. This is so interesting to me. Like, you guys don't understand how my brain has been going through the motions and just going through every possible theory that I can because I love this. There's nothing on fucking screen, okay? Like the Roman Saturnalia festivities. Exactly. It's so interesting, and I want to pick their brains apart, and I want them to like release behind the scenes after this in concept art books, in fucking lore books, because I need to know. Again, the horns and everything. And then their reaction. This is a priest. And you see how he has a collar that has a man like spread out. You see what I'm talking about? Like, you see, and inside the man there's a heart with a face. And it's kind of, and the man is here again. You see them in the mask, in the center of the mask, on the torch. It is imitating what they're doing to him. And I think he's not a sacrifice. I think they're trying to make him a saint in some way. Like, he has the crown. He has been, embellished with like runic marks. And he is literally represented whatever it's the symbol of their faith. I think this man has been given like the highest position in this ritual. He's not being tortured, he's not being punished. I think he's just being, actually given the honor to be participant, like an active participant in whatever tradition this is. Mark my fucking words. I don't know, that's what I'm saying, I don't know. You see how he's a king? He's the king of this? Like, yeah. Again, a lot of people have said it, the scenes. We have seen so far Gluttony, we have seen Lust? Like, I don't know if it's gonna be, it's pretty fucking similar to a lot of Catholic, mythos. So he's looking down on everyone, he has a crown. You see what I'm going with this? But I think they're mixing paganism and Catholicism, which fucking yes! Take me there. And the one of the pigs is the only one that actually survives, so that's pretty funny. Whatever this is wasn't meant to happen. God. Yes, you can see a face on his back. You can see a skull on his back. Let me see if I can fucking find it. So, something is coming from his back. Something is kind of like being born through him. Which I guess that's what they intended. Like, that's my canon, my theory is that he is the main event in this. He is a king in this event. He is the chosen one, the vessel through whatever entity they're like. There's 3 of them, it seems. Whatever entity they're praying to will, grant them boons in this and that. And it worked somewhat. They did that. Pride with the priest. You guys get it. You guys fucking get it. But he has a face in the back. There you go. See, like a skull. Something is coming out of him. And he becomes later is it the hell mouth? The hell gate? I don't remember what they called it, but that statue, that monument, that effigy, he becomes it. And he takes everyone with him. The Hellstone, that one. I think that's also demons coming out of him. He becomes a portal. He becomes a gateway. It's about to be. This is already so heavily religious. Hell and the gods being gone, and how do you deal with, the opposite of heaven when the gods are gone and this and that, So good. So fucking good. So delicious. You see that he has a crown now, but he's a different character, mind you. This is the dwarf that was eating, and now he has a crown as well. And they're all part of the whole. The horses, all of them, have become parts of the gate. Yeah, like he was a vessel. I am 100% think like he was a vessel for divinity. Maybe, the gods have been silent for so long, they don't even know what they're praying to anymore. And something has awakened, something has come back. And this time it answered. And look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. God, it's so good. Wow. Oh yeah, there's gonna be hellstones everywhere, I bet. And that's Divinity, okay? And I feel like Larian, when they dropped this amazing fucking trailer, what they expected was a reaction like mine or yours, where we're like, whoa, what the fuck is this? Like, I was completely put off by what I was watching, and then I was fucking intrigued and in awe during the Game Awards before I even knew that it was a Larian game. And then I rewatched it and I was like, wait, I'm noticing this. Wait, I'm noticing that. So I think that's what Larian intended to like evoke a very visceral reaction to first time viewers of the trailer, and then to have them pause and be like, what am I actually looking at? I want to know more, right? And for the most part, that was their reaction, okay? That was their reaction to the trailer. And I don't know if a lot of you are even seeing these tweets and stuff like that, but I have said that I went viral again for my tweets on Divinity. And a lot of people on my tweets were like that, where like, I was like, oh my God, this is so fucking awesome. Dark RPGs are back. We are so back. Dark RPGs are allowed to be dark again. A dark setting, a grim setting. Wow, I am here for it. And a lot of people were like, it's too much. Yes, but it's too much. Like, that's just like overindulgence. That's like, oh my God, it's crazy. Like, no. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? It's like, it's just decadent and it's just gore porn. And if you enjoy in content like that, something is wrong with you. And I was like, it's fantasy. It's not real. Oh, but that's if you enjoy things like this, that says a lot about you as a person. People enjoy horror all the time. People watch action movies where the protagonist blows people's head off all the time. People watch movies where people fuck all the time. It's a movie, and you're allowed to enjoy it, even if you don't particularly endorse whatever is happening in said media. People play horror, like fucking horror games all the time. It's like, what are you talking about? A lot of people came forth like that, like clutching their pearls. And I'm talking about adults. I'm talking about adults that they don't like something and they feel like they are the spokesperson of everyone else. Like, think the amount of times people said, well, children could have watched that. Or they said, there was a child in the trailer and there was an orgy happening. Mind you, the child and the orgy are never in the same frame of existence. The child is not even aware of the orgy that is happening. Mind you, and it's a fictional child, and it is meant to show you that these people are not okay in the head. Like, it's meant to show you that they're probably religious zealots. And they've been doing that for a very long time, and they don't think it's wrong. It is with intent. It is there on purpose. It's meant to make you feel weird. Like, literally, I just said, there's an orgy and a child is right there. When I was watching the trailer for the first time, that's what you're supposed to feel like. Like, that's not okay. What are they doing? And then you see them being punished because of their hubris. You see how everything kind of connects? And if you think a little bit about the media that you're consuming, things kind of make sense. But a lot of people don't fucking do that. So a lot of people loved it. Most of it, I think. But a lot of people were just very fucking shocked, okay? And the publishing director for Larian had to come out. A lot of them, Sven himself, God bless him, has had to come out and say, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna set things straight because people are crazy, okay? So let's react and read the articles. So this is by IGN. In the wake of Divinity's gruesome reveal trailer, which it is, and that's a fact, Larian publishing director says it's not trying to shock the audience, rather than treat them with a level of intellectual respect. Which I said, fucking finally, a game doesn't treat me like I'm a fucking 5-year-old. Fucking finally, a fucking studio doesn't treat me, the audience, like I'm a fucking idiot. God bless, honestly. Because I don't know what people are thinking of. This is like, this game, it shouldn't be so gory. It shouldn't be. Maybe the game is made for people that like Larian's games and they like the tone of Larian's games. And if you don't enjoy Larian's games, then we were talking about a wonder. I don't know if every scene is in there. I think you can like kind of stretch it, but a lot of them are there. Last, Greed, Gluttony are there 100%. Pride is there. I don't know about the other ones, but you know. So they are there. And we were talking about, you know, how it is a mix of paganism in traditional, you know, Catholicism, Christianity. And I love it. I love it. Okay. So, Larian publishing director Michael Dowse has explained the studio's thinking in the wake of the gruesome reveal trailer for Divinity, the Baldur's Gate 3 studio's next big role-playing game. Divinity was announced at the Game Awards with a CG trailer that features extreme gore and sex. I wouldn't say extreme sex. There was a mild orgy happening. I didn't see a single nipple. I didn't see a single wiener, okay? To call it extreme sex... I mean, extreme gore and sex, but you know what I'm talking. The orgy was barely there. Okay, I will buy the extreme gore, but the sexy was barely there. Don't be prudes. Come on, be adults. Thank you. It begins with medieval fantasy villagers preparing for a ritual sacrifice, which involves burning a man alive. Wow, and I wonder why that would be gory in any extreme. And thank you all for the follows. The villagers celebrate the occasion by playing music and dancing, laughing and chatting, feasting and drinking. At one point, someone throws up into animal feed. A mother and child look on with anticipation. The burning of the man begins, and here things got very gory indeed. As his flesh tears and he screams in pain, some of the villagers are seen having sex. Others whip themselves. There's more vomiting. Everyone seems thrilled. But as the burning man dies, something goes terribly wrong. We just saw that. Disgusting wounds appear on the man. As his arms rip off, we get a quick cut to an extreme close-up of someone eating meat. More sex, more vomiting, more pigs eating the vomit. And then the burning man explodes in a shower of gore. Something terrible is pouring out of his body. This clearly is not what was supposed to happen, and the villagers flee in terror. In the aftermath, we see the statue that Geoff Keighley has teased, the Hailstone. It has not gone well for the villages, but the pigs look like they're still having a good time. So there you go. It's fair to say the trailer has sparked a great deal of debate. While some have praised the studio for not holding back when it comes to its dark themes, I said that. Something Baldur's Gate 3 won plaudits for, and Baldur's Gate 3 is not a terribly dark game, but it does have a lot of dark moments that people probably played like this. I don't fucking know. They fucking played blindfolded. Whatever. Others have said the trailer goes too far. Indeed, some have accused Larian of pushing the moral line with the trailer labeled gore porn. Gore porn. The fucking audacity, dude, of people enjoying, adults enjoying entertainment made for adults. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. Listen, you know what I watched the other day? We Were Soldiers. The movie, the war movie, the Vietnam War movie. One thing that you need to know about me. I love war movies. For some reason, I love war movies, and I watch We Were Soldiers, and there's a scene where a fucking character gets doused with a napalm. Okay, And as they're trying to get him to the chopper, he's so burnt, like 50% of his body is so burned, his legs are all burned, that a guy tries to grab his legs and his skin slides off the bone like a fucking rib. And I was like, I did not say, ew, fucking gory, turn it off. It's gore and violence in the setting that it's, of the story is trying to tell. I would be surprised if a man was burned like 50% of his body and he walked to the chopper himself. Same way, I would be surprised if a fucking man being burned alive in a ritual sacrifice, at the end of the fucking ritual, is like, okay, guys, that was cool. That I had a great time, and then walks off. He was never gonna walk off. We all knew this. Fucking bring my morals into question because I enjoy art. A visually stunning fucking trailer, by the way. I thought it was Diablo. Like, Diablo, fucking hate it. I hate Diablo. But the fucking cinematics for Diablo are one of the most visually stunning pieces of media I have ever consumed. Same thing with World of Warcraft. Shitty fucking game. But the cinematics, though. The cinematics. So I thought, what the fuck? What is this level of CGI? This is fucking sick. And all of a sudden, my morals are in question. And I like gore porn. Motherfucker, I fucking get queasy when I get a cat on my finger. Shut up. You don't know me. Shut up. Now, Daus has explained what Larian was going for here, which is insane that the publisher for this, not the publisher, it's the in-house publisher for this, has to come out and say, yeah, we weren't trying to, fucking offend anyone. We were just trying to convey a story, a dark story. And actually that comes with, evoking some dark feelings into the audience. No, you have to chew the information and spit it into people's mouths like they're baby birds. Baby birds! And I'm talking about 30, 40-year-olds. I am sick and tired of this. Sick and tired. Okay. In a tweet response to illustrator and YouTuber Kayla Elizabeth, what is this bitch doing here? She blocked me, so I can. What's the fucking original tweet? She blocked me, so I cannot see it. I am blocked. What was that? Kayla, let me in. You fucking bitch, let me in. Oh, fuck off. Oh, fuck off. X. Whatever. Fuck that bitch. I don't give a fuck about Kayla Elizabeth. Really? Larian, don't piss me off. Larian, don't piss me off. Don't, we're gonna go down the road again. Not again. Whatever. So, Kayla, one time, what is that fucking saying? A broken watch, a broken clock is right twice a day or something like that. So, whatever. Who had praised the studio for refusing to hold back or sanitize stories to make them more palatable. Kayla Elizabeth. Kayla Elizabeth. Yo me cago en tu puta estampa. Yo me cago en tu puta estampa. You know why? You know why I fucking hate bitches like this? And I will tell you, Kayla Elizabeth, you absolute fucking buffoon. I am blocked for a reason. I am blocked for a reason. Because these are the same bitches that fucking helped sanitize the fuck out of Veilguard. Kayla Elizabeth is a part of the Dragon Age Council, I believe, and they had a part in sanitizing the fuck out of Veilguard, out of Dragon Age. These are the same bitches that were clutching their pearls because of the brood mothers in Dragon Age Origins. And they called it an allegory for rape. Oh. And now she's fucking, you see what I'm talking about. I don't fuck with grifters and I don't fuck with shills either. No, me cago en tu putísima madre. Kayla Elizabeth, less of this. Less of this because you go wherever the fucking wind blows. I am losing my marbles. This is crazy. When I know for a fact she was in the group of people that helped make Veilguard what it is today. And I'm supposed to give a shit. Yes, it's an allegory for rape, but who gives a fuck? The game is supposed to be dark. So who are you to dictate what goes on in a dark game or not? The main reason why the fucking Darkspawn in Veilguard come from thin air is because they had to take out the concept of brute matters entirely because it was too offensive. And you're telling me that she's like now like, oh my god, Larian is so true to itself. They're not letting the people censor them. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Yeah, Kayla is also involved in the Exodus discourse. If you don't know Exodus is made by James Olin, who wrote Dragon Age Origins. So we love to see it. Kayla does not have nearly as much sway in Larian, or at all. Kayla Elizabeth doesn't have any fucking sway in Larian and Archetype Entertainment, so we're good there. But fuck you, Kayla Elizabeth. Sell that fucking lie to someone that doesn't know you. Because I do know you, and I know that you're a fucking control freak. I know that you got people kicked out of the Exodus Discord server because of wrong thinking. Mind you, not even wrong thinking. She just got YouTubers that did not agree with her takes kicked out of the official Exodus server before they could even say anything, before they could even talk. Okay? So, shut the fuck up. We don't talk about Kayla Elizabeth. We don't care about her fucking opinion. Insane. Whatever. The phrase treating the audience with a level of intellectual respect came up a lot in planning. It isn't about trying to shock them, it's about trying to match their powers of comprehension so that it resonates. We know people are capable of appreciating a three-dimensional world. I am angry. I am fucking angry. Whatever. This fucking, my point here was, if you're stupid. If you think having an orgy and gore and violence and fucking gruesome details in a game that it's meant to be grim, dark, and nasty, then you're a fucking idiot, okay? And Kayla Elizabeth, I am tired of you. I am tired of you. I love this, Elizabeth replied. As someone who played Dirge, Evil, and Renegade options, I'm sad that more games don't seem to push that nuance. Es que yo me cago en tu putísima madre. Es que yo me cago en tu puta madre. Te lo digo ya, Kayla Elizabeth. Es que This is... I am sick and tired of this. Sick and tired of this. Deadass. You have to be fucking kidding me. You have to be fucking kidding me. Why do you think I am fucking blocked by fucking Kayla Elizabeth? Why do you think I'm fucking blocked? Because of my opinions of Veilguard. Because I said Veilguard fucking sucked. And they took everything dark and gritty and nasty away from fucking Veilguard. And this bitch is now saying like, well, I played Dark Urge and I did the Renegade options in Mass Effect. And I am so happy that now you're trusting the audience to like actually, you know, take the game for what it is and not sanitize it. I will fucking spit on your grandma's grave. This is not... I am sick and tired of this. I am sick and tired. I cannot believe what I'm fucking reading. Try to fucking sell that lie to someone who doesn't fucking know you, Kayla Elizabeth. But I do know you. And I'm gonna put you on blast later. Don't fucking worry about it. No, don't worry about it. Wow. I am so pissed. I am so pissed. Obviously, I don't know if you can tell, I haven't read the articles beforehand because I want to give you a fresh take on the article. Boy! Ah! Fuck you. Like, fuck this. Fuck this. It's insane. This is crazy to me. This is crazy to me. Okay. Ugh. I'm so mad. Yes, she was on the community council for Veilguard. Yes, thank you. You know what? I'm actually gonna make a tweet about it right now because then I'm gonna forget and I'm gonna be as upset as I am now. But yes. Fuck this. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Fuck off. Like, shut up. Insane. You're gonna hear some angry typing. Also had to take some screenshots. I'm live tweeting right now because I am fucking pissed. I didn't know this. I didn't know these fucking things when they happened. I didn't know. So it's insane to me. That this is something that I didn't know. Because what the fuck do you mean? I need to. Blah! I'm so mad. I am so pissed. Brother. You have to be fucking kidding me. I am so pissed. Bitch! I fought tooth and nail with these people when Veilguard came out. I was the one saying, like, dude, it's fucking Disney. Dude, it's Disney. And now she's like, I'm gonna take her fucking tacos and reheat them. Okay? That's basically it. That's basically fucking it. It's insane to me. I'm so pissed! What did she say? What did she fucking say? So I can fucking quote her. I'm sad that Morgans don't seem to push that nuance and trust their audience anymore. Me cago en la puta madre que me parió. I promise you, I didn't know. Listen, I was gonna come here and I was gonna be calm and cool and collected and I was gonna call a few people idiots, but it was gonna be like a generalized insult, okay? Generalized. But for her to, with her fucking los dos huevos, el derecho y el izquierdo, her two fucking balls, right or left, come to my house, and after all the fucking bullshit she spewed during Veilguard, to say to me, make me read with my own eyes. Oh, I am glad they are keeping it dark. And they're giving it like nuance. I am fucking losing my mind. I'm so pissed. I am so mad. Oh, God, you guys don't understand. Bro. I do have long nails. You think, you think, you think, ah, bitch, and you guys don't go to my fucking Twitter and post the fuck out of it, I'll kill you. Basic. Bro, fucking. Me cago en la puta. I typed. There had to be some revisions because I did throw some insults that. But I'm saying, I can believe Kayla Elizabeth, who sat on the Belgrade Council and defended the sanitization of Dragon Age to the bone, is now praising Larian for staying true to their roots and saying, I wish more games trusted their audience, as she didn't applaud BioWare for doing the exact opposite a year ago. Please. That is crazy to me. Crazy. I cannot believe I just read that. I cannot believe I just read that. Okay, whatever. I can do this. You don't understand what is happening. To everyone that came in when I was crushing out, okay? If you don't know me, a lot of people probably don't know me. Okay, so I went viral a year ago for being very, 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 very angry about Dragon Age the Veilguard. Okay, I am a very avid and very, crazy fan of Dragon Age, the IP. Okay, my favorite RPG of all time is Dragon Age Origins, the only Dragon Age game that exists, actually. So, during Veilguard, I came out and I said, this is not Dragon Age. This is sanded down. This is a fucking affront to God. This sucks. This is Marvel. This is Disney. And people like Kayla Elizabeth came out and said, well, it's not for you. The game is not for you. You're not a true fan. The game is not for you. Like, you cannot have things like Brute Matters or a character like Ogren in the game because we have to get in like with the modern times. And those characters are offensive to modern audiences. And she defended Veilguard with sword and shield till the bitter fucking end. Okay? Kayla Elizabeth, one of those people, one of those content creators that came out and said, she was, I don't know if she was flown or whatever to the whole EA little Veilguard party debacle, but she is part of the council, the Veilguard Council, and that means that as a content creator of some repute, I don't fucking know, I don't care how you guys, if you watch her or not, no, that's not Kayla. Kayla is another fucking bitch altogether, both from the same vein, but she had access to the development team through Discord, I believe. I don't know the fucking nitty-gritties of the thing, but she could talk to some writers and developers, and she didn't have a relationship, but she had access to them in ways actual people like me or you or anyone didn't have. And she helped, and they say this and pride themselves in saying that the reason Veilguard, which is really funny to me a year later when like they're all backtracking, because a lot of people like Kayla have said the reason Veilguard wasn't as bad as it could be was because people like Kayla who were in the Veilguard Council, helped them steer them in the right direction. And now Kayla Elizabeth, the same Kayla Elizabeth, comes out, she makes a tweet, and she tweets about Divinity. And she's like, oh my god, I am so glad that they didn't sanitize Divinity. I am so glad that Larian stayed true to themselves and allowed nuance in their games and, didn't actually make the game more palatable. The same Kayla Elizabeth who was defending Veilguard, it's now saying that she is glad that something in like the math. I'm sorry, I'm not a genius, but something isn't right here. The formula is not correct. Something is wrong. A number doesn't fit here. I don't know. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. But it sounds to me like she learned her lesson from Veilguard, which I don't give a fuck. Your lesson should have been shut the fuck up. Don't have opinions ever again because they're wrong. You know, not everyone can be right like me all the time. It's what it is. But because I hate people like this. Listen, if I say something, I stay by it till the day that I die. Okay? If I'm sharing an opinion with you about something, I will stick by it until the day that I die. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. An opinion. I'm talking about a fact. I'm not fucking rewriting history here. But if I have an opinion, it's my opinion. And, you know, I don't care if you don't like it. If I said, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say, if I said Veilguard is a good game. I didn't. I said Veilguard was a bad game. And I stayed true to my word. I said Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 was a good game. And despite all the controversy, I stayed true to my opinion. It doesn't matter how many people push and pull and try to sway and try to... I have an opinion. It's mine. I own it. And I own the consequences that come with it. It is what it is. What I don't fucking enjoy and I don't like and I don't fucking respect at all is when people like Kayla Elizabeth or Grams say something that they say it's their opinion, and then the moment they feel a pushback, a fucking tickle in the armpits of the force, they're like, wait, actually, I agree with the majority. I agree with the majority. You guys are pussies. Both of you. Both sides of the fucking spectrum right here. You guys are cowards. And you have no fucking spines. Not a single one of you. I'm not talking about you, my lovely chat. And people that actually have brain cells. No, I'm talking about fucking people like Gramson and fucking Endymion and Unified Walker and Kayla Elizabeth. It's just like people that have no spine, no backbone whatsoever. They go where the wind blows. And that's the type of people that I don't fucking respect. If you're gonna be wrong till the bitter end. Or if you wanna actually admit that you were wrong, say it. Say, hey, you know what? A year ago, I was defending fucking Veilguard and what they did to Veilguard. And now I can come out and say that I was wrong. And I don't think this is, you know, actually good for video games, what they're doing to IPs. And I hope that IPs can be true and mature and nuanced. And I would have respect for you if you did that. But that's not what you do, right? What you do is you say, Veilguard is the best game ever, and this is not for you. And if you don't like what they did with the IP, maybe you should move on. And then a year later, you're like, oh, actually, yeah. Please don't sanitize games. Don't sanitize games. And then Grant is like, oh, well, Lara Croft, it looks like a mon with a wig. And then the next day, he's like, actually, Lara Croft looks like a fucking supermodel. Take that, woke crowd. Fucking hate you. I hope you choke on a peanut. Deadass. Be careful next time that you're eating peanuts. That might be your last. I'm telling you. Sickening. Sickening. It pisses me off. It pisses me off. What was I even fucking talking about? Yeah, articles on Divinity. Correct. They bring the worst in me, which is not hard. I will say that. Hello, Kat, my beloved. You look so pretty in that profile picture, girl. Anyways, I didn't check on that. It's not that deep. It ain't that deep. But it pisses me off. So, you know. Okay. No, I wasn't banned. It crashed momentarily. Am I back? Hello? Are we all back? I haven't... No, Barça. No. I haven't I haven't watched it yet because I stumbled upon a fucking minefield while reading this. It's in here somewhere. It's this one. I don't know if we will go through all of it. Unless you want to, we can watch 50 fucking 7 minutes of it. I don't give a fuck. Kyla's hacking my stream. Not banned. Not banned. Okay. God. So, if you like Baldur's Gate 3, this is gonna be great. Larian's boss, Sven Vinke, reveals what to expect from Divinity in first interview since the Game Awards announcement. Listen. Okay. After the mammoth success of Baldur's Gate 3, which, le pese a quien le pese, es la verdad, it is what it is. Let's learn some Spanish, okay? Because there's so many fucking sayings and metaphors in Spanish that just don't land the same in English. Let's learn. The 13-minute one? There's a 13-minute one? We'll find it. We'll find it. That was actually a Team Crash Out. I get worse. I can read YouTube comments. You guys have a delay, though. I see you. I see you because you were not saying something interesting. That's why I didn't read you. No. Sorry. Many fans and the industry at large were eager to learn what developer Larian Studios would announce next. And we finally got the answer at the Game Awards 2025 with the reveal of Divinity. Okay. So shortly after the reveal, IGN interviews Sven Vinke, founder of Larian Studios and game director of Baldur's Gate 3, along with sharing his thoughts on that viral tease for Divinity ahead of the Viral Awards. Not the Viral Awards, the Game Awards 2025. He also spoke about the lessons learned from the success of Baldur's Gate 3. And this is important because it will connect to the fucking AI controversy bullshit that he cut down immediately, which I love this man. I love him. And why it was important for Larian to return to the series that built the developer. So IGN asks, firstly, were you surprised by how quickly fans kind of figured out what that mysterious statue was and that it tied to you at all? Sven Vinke, with the speed with which they discovered the statue, well, Geoff Keighley tweeted it, so we're not surprised by how it turned out after that. I mean, I actually thought we were gonna make it, that it wasn't gonna leak until the show. But yes, bureaucracy was against us because it was too fast. Normally it takes more time for something like that to be filed. Here they filed it really, really fast. So he's talking about there were some leaked documents about what the statue was about. So other people were like, oh, it's Divinity. But other people didn't believe it because Larian hasn't said anything about the game that they were working on. So whatever. After the success of Baldur's Gate 3, it seemed like you and the developers had a lot of options for what was next, especially continuing with that franchise. Firstly, was the plan to always return to the Divinity series right after Baldur's Gate 3 was finished? No, we were working on something else for Baldur's Gate originally, and I think we've talked about that publicly. Eventually, we were going to go back to the Divinity series, but before we did, we were going to take more time away from it, and then we changed our minds, honestly. Our hearts weren't into that thing. You know what I believe? First of all, Larian wanted DLCs for Baldur's Gate 3, and Larian Studios said, no, we're not doing DLCs. So, hell yes. Then and I think Saretz actually told me this, but Borislav, the composer for Larian, he, a year ago, dropped like a track, like a song, and it was very much sci-fi inspired. And then I think he removed it from his platforms and stuff like that, but it was like cyberpunk sci-fi inspired. So I believe the game they were working on might have been sci-fi. Like they might have been trying to be like, okay, we have done fantasy. What if we try to do a new IP sci-fi? And then they decided like, why would we do that? Let's actually take that. This is my fucking opinion. This is not true. I'm making this up. Okay? But that's what I believe. Like, why would we do that? Let's just do Divinity. Let's just go back to our roots. Let's do Divinity how we wanted to do Divinity. And lo and behold. But I think that's what happened. Take it or leave it. That's my opinion. Okay? Thank you. I am glad that it wasn't sci-fi. You know what? Because of all the sci-fi games that we have. Exodus, The Expanse, the Dark Heresy, a Shadowrun. Fuck, a remake of Shadowrun would be He wanted to make a space game. Yes, but I don't think it's the time. It's the time for Divinity. With Exodus, The Expanse, Dark Heresy, all these games coming out that are just sci-fi games. They're Mass Effect likes. I think it's good that they're, going back to what they know, making it good, which is what fucking Dragon Age should have been, what fucking Vanguard should have been. We're taking it back. We're going back and we're making it good. And then, if it's successful, you can make fucking games about football if you want. Okay? Thank you. Our hearts weren't into the thing that we were making before this, so it was an instant decision to say, okay, we have to make Divinity now. So let's start doing it. But when we did, it took us a little while to set everything up because we didn't have anything ready. So it was quite a flip. That's why I believe that it wasn't a fantasy game that they were doing. Even if it was removed from Divinity, it wasn't a fantasy game. It was 100% a sci-fi game, and that's why none of their assets and stuff that they might already have had worked with what they had with Divinity. So, your girl, she thinks sometimes, okay? How far along in development is Divinity right now? We've been working on it for over 2 years. We're now in full production. Yes. I am saying we're not going to see Divinity until 2027. If maybe 2027 is going to be early access. They say that they might do early access. We'll talk about that later, but we don't know that yet. It can be stated enough how massively successful Baldur's Gate 3 was, for not just Larian Studios, but for how it renewed interest in the CRPG genre, the larger Dungeons & Dragons franchise, and also brought in new players for both of those. What were some of the key lessons you took away from that, and what do you plan to bring into the next Divinity? One of the biggest lessons was the success of cinematics and how we present the story and choices. I am so ready for a fucking Divinity game with Baldur's Gate 3 level of fucking cutscenes. I am so incredibly fucking ready for that. Bro, Baldur's Gate 3 was a stunning CRPG. They have rewritten the history of CRPGs. I needed to be in that same style, honestly. Obviously, we did a lot of things different in Baldur's Gate 3 that we did with Divinity Original Sin 2. And that game was much better, I think. Damn right it was. But the fact that when people started seeing choices cinematically, what an impact that has on players, how they bond with the characters, that is true. When you actually can see the characters interact with one another and talk, it has a lot more impact than having to see them from, an isometric point of view, like an isometric camera. Yes. And the attractions and choices in the game. So I think that was probably my biggest takeaway from everything. Yeah, for sure. Does return to the Divinity series feel different now following the success of Baldur's Gate 3? Do you view this series different now compared to how you felt about Divinity Original Sin 2? Yeah, in a way. We learned the value of having a solid universe behind you, for sure. One of the first things we started doing was saying, okay, we're going to put a lot of effort into making this universe feel tidy. That's also why we are just calling it Divinity, right? There's never been a game that's just Divinity first, because there were all kinds of versions with different names. So this is actually going to be Divinity, which is going to have a proper universe back in it. We're building everything as you would expect, with lots of surprises so that we can build on top of it. We learned that from Baldur's Gate because we spent a lot of time delving through all kinds of D&D books, so that's probably one of the biggest takeaways from that development process. So Divinity is not Divinity as the action, they're all Divinity games. This is just Divinity. This is just in the world of Divinity. Other people are like, oh my god, why is it? It's turn-based, by the way. If you guys didn't know that, it's turn-based. But why is it turn-based? Like the original Divinity games were action. It's not the original Divinity games. It's Divinity. It's just Divinity. Can you imagine Red Prince and Sbiel with Baldur's Gate 3 like cutscenes, man? They have said that there's probably gonna be some cameos, not in any influential, meaningful way, and not in a way that it's just gonna take away from it if you don't know the character from playing the other games. But they have hinted that there's gonna be recurring characters from Divinity Original Sin 2, I believe. Divinity is not on Unreal Engine, no, it's in their house engine. It's on the engine that they did Divinity Original Sin 2, but they updated it, I believe. They talk about that later. I will do that. Also, I think Divinity would have performed better as a third-person ARPG like The Witcher rather than CRPG. They did that. They already did that, and they didn't want to do that. They wanted to do turn-based. So my biggest gripe with Divinity series was a setting. It was all over the place. So now they're saying that they want to tidy it all up. So hopefully that's better. Okay. Shiva. Okay, before I start another, let me open the door for the girl. Wait. I'm moving her bed because the heater is right there. She's gonna burn her fucking eyelashes off. Yes, Divinity is turn-based. Okay? This one. And so is Divinity Original Sin and Original Sin 2. I think the engine, like, I don't know. They I fucking hit my knee. They speak about it, about the engine. But it's not Unreal Engine. Thank God. I will probably see it here or in another article. I'll tell you. Divinity is also entirely owned by Larian Studios. Thank God. I say thank God because one of the reasons why Baldur's Gate 3 probably wasn't as gory and grim as it could have been, while I still be in it quite a bit, it's because it is owned by Wizards of the Coast. That's also one of the problems I have with Exodus. I love James Olin and I trust him with my entire fucking heart, but he hasn't really delivered anything yet in the way that Larian has. And Archetype Entertainment is a subsidiary of Wizards of the Coast. So I am skeptical. Divinity is also entirely owned by Larian Studios. You will have intimate knowledge of the lore and without working with other agencies. Yes, we also have the benefit of being able to do what we want with it. Other things do not bind us. Wizards of the Coast. I mean, D&D, for all its glory, it's a rule set that is made for tabletop role-playing games. Here we have the benefit of making something that's actually a video game first, so it's very different. But I think people who enjoy Baldur's Gate 3 are gonna love what we're doing with this. Mind you, people that like Baldur's Gate 3, I like Baldur's Gate 3. Divinity doesn't play by the same rules. It's very similar. It's a D&D-like, but it has its own set of rules. And I think they're gonna change the way the system works as well. So it's gonna be kind of, you know. Exodus, they have to do something. They have to get their shit together because Exodus is kind of falling in between the cracks for me. And I really like the book. But at this point, I'm more interested in them releasing books about the setting than the game itself. So, I don't think there's no dice rolls. I wonder if they're gonna keep the action points. Like the bar of the action points. And the rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors! So in Divinity 1, you play as two characters. You can customize fully both of them. But you play as, they're sorcerers, hunters? I don't fucking remember. And they talk to one another, like you give them personalities, and sometimes if your main character makes a choice and says a dialogue choice that the other character doesn't agree with, they will talk about it in the middle of the conversation. They'll be like, you cannot do that. And for you to win over that character, you have to play rock, paper, scissors. Yes, I love it. I'm gonna play the fuck out of Divinity. You will see that, okay? But it's so fucking good. Bring back rock, paper, scissors, Larian. I am begging you. I got so mad every time that I lost rock, paper, scissors. Like, motherfucker, shut up. There must be a great freedom in being able to bend and even break the rules of your systems however you please. Yes, and we want you to break the systems in our games. That's our gameplay formula. We want you to break things. That was a part of the fun in Baldur's Gate 3 for many people. You could come up with some wacky solutions to combat and quest. Would you say you're looking to elevate that even with Divinity? Yes, but I can't talk about the game's mechanics yet. I think you want to discover this aspect by seeing it. It's one thing to talk about it, but when you're going to see it in action, you're going to see, you're going to be nodding. I think if you like Baldur's Gate 3, this is going to be great. In the scope of this game, is the scope of this game bigger than Original Sin 2 and even Baldur's Gate 3? A smart question. I will say that it's bigger than Baldur's Gate 3. That is an insane statement right there. Insane statement. It's bigger than Baldur's Gate 3. I've actually never compared Baldur's Gate 3 to Original Sin 2, so I don't know what the numbers are. I reckon Baldur's Gate 3 is bigger, for sure. But Original Sin is pretty big as well. I can compare Divinity to Original Sin 2 accurately, but I can say that it will be bigger than Baldur's Gate 3. That is crazy to me. As you develop the Divinity universe further, do you feel comfortable operating with this setting, or and does it feel easier compared to Baldur's Gate 3? I mean, it actually feels a bit harder because we have to create the entire universe. We really wanted to tidy up because the first Divinity games were made with little thought for universe building, which is why a lot of them feel very messy. And it's only in Original Sin 2 that we started thinking more about it. But even then, not really 100% to what we did with Baldur's Gate 3. So now we're really thinking about it. And so that's a lot of work to make sure we get it right. Because it's the little things, right? I mean, what do people do when they go out to eat? What do they do when they go to sleep? What all of that has to be called out. So there's a lot of stuff to consider. So I am glad that they're addressing that a lot of their games feel very messy. Like we were talking about that earlier. And that they have to tighten them up. Hey, have a good night, everybody. Sorry. I will bring back the Saturday night streams. I'm sorry. But I have a fiance, you know what I mean? And I have to spend time with me. It's fucking... sorry. I will try to do the weekend streams again. But I have a life. So I have to balance that out. Shifting to a development question, Baldur's Gate 3 and Divinity Original Sin 2 used the early access release model. Will Divinity be planned with similar release model, including early access? Most likely, but I don't want to commit to it right now. So that's a yes. Most likely it's a yes. Because we don't know how the game industry will change. It don't matter none. The main reason why Baldur's Gate 3 is what it is today is because it had early access. And they could iron out all the fucking wrinkles, the fuck out of it, before it released. So hopefully, we're not ready to do anything in early access yet, but I think it's worked well for us in the past. We had the player community and their feedback, and that has made all of our games that were in early access much better, indeed. So yeah, I think we would very much like to do that again. But that said, we don't want too many people playing in early access because we need to cook, and it's still a period of development. So that might be a little problematic, but we'll see. By the way, that Morin's already complained about the Larian AI thing. What Morin? Which one? Grams? Who? Which one? I deal with so many morons. So many fucking morons. So fucking... people are fucking dumb. And you will see how dumb they are. Because in the title says Larian's final product, Divinity, is gonna have 0 AI content. And they're like, oh, it's AI generated. The entire game has AI. It's like, fucking, should we go back to kindergarten? Should we go back? Because I feel as like we need to go back, to fucking Kayla? Bitch! Okay, don't go anywhere. Fucking send me the screenshots. I need to see it! She blocked me! Fucking, given the Baldur's Gate 3 and Original Sin 2 were still very much structured in... Jungle! Is Jungle here? Jungle! Can you go to Gail Elizabeth? If you're even here, my man. And send me the tweets on Discord, please. I would very much appreciate it if you did that for me. So I can rip her a fucking new one. I mean, new asshole. She has a new asshole. Right here. Not on her Discord. It's on Twitter. It's on her Twitter. No, don't go to the Discord. It's on Twitter. I am blocked on Twitter, so I cannot see them. I can see it through my phone, but in the NPC, it just fucking loads like this. So, given that Baldur's Gate 3 and Original Sin were still very much structured in traditional CRPG gameplay, do you feel the need to switch things up with mechanics to go for something different? Well, we certainly want to innovate, but there are some core pillars that we don't need to change exactly. It's going to be a single-player game, and it's also going to be a cooperative multiplayer game. They've always done it like this way. Obviously, all within our formula, but there's still plenty of room for innovation, so you will see. There will be more agency for sure, more freedom for sure, more shenanigans that you can do for sure. So in the combination of all of these things, that's the thing that will surprise people the most. It feels like we're in the Renaissance period for role-playing games in the wake of Baldur's Gate 3, especially the CRPG style of video games. As a developer and an admirer of the game, the genre, whatever, do you feel optimistic about where this genre of games is going? Yes, certainly for the genres of RPGs. I can speak for other developers, but you see that there's way more interest and investment money available to put in RPGs. I mean, an RPG won the Game of the Year tonight at the Game Awards. I love Expedition 33. It's barely an RPG. We also have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which should have won Best RPG, which was also nominated tonight, along with Hades 2, which has a lot of RPG elements, even though it's a roguelite. So I think it's normal, because I think it's one of the best genres out there. Yes. Reposting on bullshit? This bitch. This bitch! You see, I was right in calling her out, because it's bitches like this. They cannot have a fucking... They don't have a spine. They don't have a fucking leg to stand on. On that note, did you play Expedition 33? I haven't finished it yet, but it's really good. It is really good. When it comes to working on the next Divinity game after Baldur's Gate 3, is there a sense of pressure on yourselves to deliver? Yes, the pressure is high. Pressure is high, yes, for sure. We feel the pressure on our shoulders, especially because we set high ambitions for ourselves. But I mean, the opposite of that would be that we say, oh, you know what, we'll just make a lesser game. And that wouldn't be motivating at all. Sven Vinke, I love this man with my entire heart. With my entire fucking heart. Well, it seems like you're feeling great about the current vision of Divinity and feeling good about what's to come. Oh no, we're in the middle of development. There's always anxiety. These are complicated things to make, so it's not like, oh, let's make a game. No, it's a mess to make games. But we'll be fine eventually. The team is good, we have trust, and we know that they know what they're doing. That eventually we're going to get what comes out of it. But if you were to go and look now, it's as messy as a building that it's under construction. Eventually we will figure it out. We will learn the language of the game and how to write it in to start making poetry. Eventually, it gets really good, but it takes time. It takes iteration. And every single time you take an extra step, you learn more things about your game, and then you improve it. And that's just a process that takes time. What a class act. I love him. I love him a lot. They did confirm that it is going to be turn-based. I love him to death. Yes. This could never be. This could never be an ARPG. I would have played it regardless, but I can't. I can't imagine anything made by Larian after Baldur's Gate 3 being action. I just can't. So, Vinke took part in a round of interviews with the media following the announcement. Key points he made in our interview include: Divinity is a single-player game with cooperative multiplayer, as with Baldur's Gate 3. Larian has been working on Divinity for 2 years, and it's now in full production. Larian owns Divinity, so it is free from the Dungeons and Dragons shackles it built around Baldur's Gate 3 with. Divinity is bigger than Baldur's Gate 3, and Divinity will most likely use early access prior to full launch, as Baldur's Gate 3 did, but Larian is undecided. So that's the kind of summary of what I just read, and it's all good things. And now we go into the AI controversy of the day. This is an article from April 25, and it was linked by Sven himself because, and I think you guys can see it, not here. That's me. Okay. So I think it was this tweet. One of this tweet, right? People were saying like, oh, but it sucks that they are using AI. It sucks that and I was like, what are you talking about? Where are these rumors coming from? And it's like those articles, but Larian is using generative AI, and generative AI is like AI that makes images and it makes videos and it makes, it writes things for you, stuff like that. And they are using this during a development phase. But they're using in very minimal ways. They're not creating the game with AI. They are assisting the human staff members with AI. Okay? And it is very internal in the way that it's very like, okay, let me generate like a shitty image because I am a writer and I don't understand how drawing works. So I can show it to the artist and maybe pin it in a board. You know what they did before with like cutouts of magazines and stuff like that and fucking stick figures? They're doing that, but with AI tools. But the final product, it's gonna be zero AI free, because they write everything themselves, they compose the music themselves. They're using it as a tool, which And I'm sorry to burst a lot of people's bubbles. AI has been used as a tool for a very long time in the business. And that goes for games, and that goes for movies, and that goes for cartoons. It has been used for a very long time. And it was only until recently that those tools were made public for us. But these people have been using them for a very long time. A lot of games, the games in the past 10 years that you've played, have AI in them. Fucking AI that was used 20 years ago. What do you think they use for fucking, like the pathfinding and the NPC behavioral AI? But it's generative AI. They're taking people's jobs. No, they're not. And I will explain this at length later, but this is what started it. And I said, I don't know, like I told them, I don't know where the rumor that Divinity will include AI generated content came from. Yes, Larian uses generative AI during development, like the industry has for years, to explore ideas, expand internal presentations, develop concept art, and write placeholder text. The final game will have no AI content. Sven Vinke has confirmed this himself. And I linked a link to this article right here. Larian is using generative AI, confirmed CEO Sven Vinke, but Divinity won't contain anything AI generated. Employers are more or less okay with the way we're using it. In the title, even if you don't read the fucking article, it says they are using it, but the end product won't have anything AI generated. And people are like, oh, the entire game is AI generated. The entire game is AI generated. And I had to mute the post because they were literally pissing me off. Okay? And this comes from a Bloomberg article. And Bloomberg, I think, is paid to read, but they take direct quotes out of this. Hello? Yes, like, fuck this. You know what I mean? Where does it say it? They are quoting from this. This is the original interview with Bloomberg. And they're talking about the creative process. It's something you cannot accelerate. Giving writers, designers, and artists time to iterate and explore ideas is what led to the success of Baldur's Gate 3. People underestimate how many times we are implementing something and realize in the middle that it's just not going to work. Under Venke, Larian has been pushing hard on generative AI, although the CEO says the technology hasn't led to big gains in efficiency yet. He says there won't be any AI-generated content in Divinity. Everything is human actors. We're writing everything ourselves. But the creators often use AI tools to explore ideas, flesh out PowerPoint presentations, develop concept art. And I'm not talking about the concept art that you're going to see is AI generated. No, I'm talking that me as a writer, I don't fucking let's do a visual example right here because I feel like a lot of people are obtuse on purpose. 100%. Obtuse on purpose. Okay, now, where's the fucking paint? Is paint gone? Do we not have paint anymore? Okay, like this. Let's say we're in a meeting. You and me. We work at Larian Studios and we're in a meeting. And you are an artist. You're a concept artist. And I need to tell you what I want. And I tell you, okay, you know what I want? I want an orc. Like this. Like this is an orc, right? And I want the orc to be like cutting down like a child. Like I want a child impaled on the sword of the orc. That's what I want. Okay, make a concept art of that. And you look at it and you're like, right, you want an orc and child and a sword and blood, and then you give me the I'm like, that's not what I asked you though. Like that's not what I had in mind. So now, tools, for me to not make that artist waste their time, what I do is like, okay, let me generate like like the vibe I want. You see what I want? Like now it's AI generated. You see it? And they're like, oh, now I get it. And then the human artist with their human hands and their human brains is like, oh, I can do that so much better. Give me 2 hours. And then bring back concept art. That is exactly what the writer envisioned. And it's 100% human generated. Do we get that? It's not gonna be a fucking, AI generated concept art with a fucking dwarf having 7 toes. Do we does that click? Also, AI, like other people were like, concept art, the concept art is gonna be fucking AI generated. It's not. They said it's not. Shh. It's not. They have said it. Shut the fuck up. You don't understand. It's like, well, they should not use AI at all. Welcome to reality. Throw your phone away. You know what fucking makes me laugh? That they are saying don't use AI generated like anything in the platform that uses AI generated everything. The same bitches that are like, oh, we have to boycott Starbucks because Palestine, and then they fucking kill each other over a bear mug in Starbucks. I hate these people. I'm telling you right now, I hate people like this. I hate wishy-washers. I hate them. I don't like them. But that's what it's used for in the concept of art, right? It's like, okay, how do we bridge this gap of talent? You don't know how to write, and I don't know how to draw, and we don't have time to be wasting, here. You have work to do, I have work to do. What if I send you the concept of what I want, and you actually make that into something good? Period. The writer still writes, and the artist still arts. And both of them have work, and they get paid, and their product gets put in the game. That is what AI is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a crutch. It's supposed to be used as a tool. Whether you want to use it or not, doesn't matter. It's going to be used regardless of your intentions. It's killing the planet. So are we, bitch. And we're still here. I am praying that AI is going to take over and kill us all. That's what I want. Like, you cannot stop a fucking tsunami. Like, that's that. Just because you go like this, the waves are not going to fucking stop. You know what I mean? AI is in everything. It's in your phone. It's on YouTube. It's on fucking Twitch. It's on everything. Every technological thing that you touch and you enjoy has AI. All of it. So, shut up. Unless you actually commit and go to the fucking woods and live in a cabin as a hermit for the rest of your life, do not talk to me about AI on fucking Twitter. Don't. Because I cannot take you seriously. So that is what the fucking AI is used for, and obviously for menial tasks, okay? In Baldur's Gate 3, that game that a lot of people, the same people that are complaining about the AI being used in the process, in the creative process of Divinity, it was used in the creative process of Baldur's Gate. How do we tell them this? How do we tell them that the game they love in God of War 4, which Errant also used AI? How do we break the news, guys? How do we do it? That Lara Croft game that people were praising because she looked really good, AI, it also uses AI in some way. How do we break the news? How do we do it? Incredible. Second in. Baldur's Gate 3 dev embraces machine learning for tasks that nobody wants to do. Automating tasks that nobody wants to do is one benefit of machine learning. Machine learning and artificial intelligence systems are some of the most talked about technologies in gaming and across a variety of other industries. Some fear advancements to such systems might lead to negative consequences, while others predict a rosier future. Still others, like Larian Studios boss Sven Vinke, are trying to thoughtfully implement new technologies because it is the future. We live in the future. We live in the present day. It's happening already. You either go with the times or you sink, right? Technology advances each day. Each day we're closer to our doom, and I'm here for it. But it is what it is. So you cannot blame a guy for using the tools at his disposal to actually making his job easier. He's not taking jobs from anybody. He's making their jobs easier. Thank you. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane to me. Like fucking a coffee machine. A coffee machine, it's doing the barista's job easier. Do you want them to fucking go fetch the water in the well? To, turn the oven, not the oven, no, sticks and stones and, like the fire and ground the coffee beans that they have to plant themselves and roast themselves. We are all using crutches every day. Insane. People are so stupid. It's crazy to me. To help empower developers, not replace them. We got up with Vink recently, who discussed a range of subjects, including machine learning and AI. Okay. It's the obvious things, like a motion capture cleaning or voice editing or something very specific, retargeting. So that it's basically if you play with a different species, you want to be able to reuse an animation on a different species that are in a different size and that they're doing certain interactions with others. For these purposes, machine learning works really well. Larian is also embracing the technology for what's called whiteboxing, which is the term for how a studio like Larian iterates on ideas rapidly. Whiteboxing is essentially the stage before you actually do the real implementation. He said, noting that using machine learning can help speed up the process. The same people that are complaining that games take 6 years to come out, and then when they actually use tools to make that development time shorter, they're like, that's illegal. You cannot do that. Under traditional development circumstances, this might take some time before a developer can create something that is actually playable. But whiteboxing with machine learning helps accelerate that. But for Vink's money, the most exciting implementation for machine learning is when it can be used for new gameplay elements. However, it's still early days, but Larian is not there yet or even close. But it's an area that Vinke is excited about because it could help the studio implement new RPG ideas faster. For an RPG developer, what you really want is something that helps with reactivity to agency, some permutations that you did not foresee, reactions to things that the player has done in the world. They will certainly augment the gameplay experience. Vinke mentioned how in games like FIFA, the under-the-hood procedural generation happens in real time, and that's what he's referring to in regards of how machine learning can impact gameplay. Great. I was trying to tell these fucking people that, and they were like, and I said, I ain't the one. I have already explained to you. I've given you sources. I've given you links. I've given you articles. If you want to be outraged by air, go somewhere else. I ain't the one. It's not me. For all this hope and optimism about using new technologies like machine learning to help speed up and improve games development, Vinke said that he understands there are red flags to consider. Some people have legitimate fears of machine learning and AI systems stealing their work or taking their jobs. This, he said, by the way. However, Vinke said Larian is hiring more people, not fewer, thanks to new technologies. This is what others like EA CEO Andrew Wilson and Take-Two boss Strauss Zelnick have predicted. It's always going to be the people that are going to make a difference. And for us, it's super clear that we're investing heavily into the team and the human touch that's being added to that. With more automation, human workers are freed up to create more. You remember my little drawing of the orc impaling a little child? If I don't have to go back and forth 7 times and make the artist make the concept art 15 times to get what I want, we're freeing up time on both ends for them to actually do something useful with their time, and so can I. That's the entire fucking, the gist of it. Whatever. When complexity goes up, things start getting really interesting. So it's fair to say that the games that are being made today are arguably more complex than they were in the past. The faster you can iterate, the faster you will get to a certain result. And the tightening of those pipelines should allow you, in theory, to make your games in a more efficient manner. Automation with machine learning's AI is a huge thing. People may not be aware of how much time an animator may spend on stuff they don't want to work on. Not stuff that it's their job and it's being taken away, stuff that no one wants to do. As such, thanks to automation, it adds a lot to the time that they have to work on the creative stuff, the stuff they want to do. Vinka said it's the wrong attitude to assume that automation will replace various people in departments, because automation should, in theory, allow more people to do more of what really matters or less of the stuff that they don't want to do, which is what they're doing in Larian. I cannot speak for other studios, but Larian is hiring more people because now that they have automated certain tasks, those people have other stuff that they can work on. And there's more stuff for them to do because the nasty stuff is done by the machine. Let them do that. Let them do the technical stuff, the boring stuff. We can do the creative stuff, all of us. And they're hiring more people to do that. And he said that, but nobody reads anymore. Nobody reads, and everyone likes to be outraged, and everyone likes to be fucking influenced by fucking Toe Sucker 95 on the internet. You know? And it doesn't matter if I give you the fucking resources to actually, enlighten yourself. It doesn't matter. They will say, oh, AI. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. That's not necessarily cost reduction, but it's going to be an increase of ability, which is a good thing. This was April, by the way. He said this on April 2025. We are at what? 16th of December 2025. So I'm going to keep this. I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to post it with nothing. Okay. Larian CEO responds to Divinity Gen AI backlash. We are neither releasing a game with any AI components, nor are we looking at trimming down teams to replace them with AI. AI is something we're constantly discussing internally through the lens of making everyone's working day better, not worse. And he came out and said this because, holy fuck, guys, this is Sven Vinke's account, by the way. We're not pushing hard for or replacing concept artists with AI, because the whole thing was that they heard generative AI and concept art in the same... and all they know about AI is like, oh, you can make silly fucking videos and art with it. That's all people know about AI. They don't know anything about the coding part of it, any of the intricacy out of it. All they know, it's like, oh, you can make like soulless art with AI, which fair, but that's not all it can fucking do. And they didn't even know how it was implemented. They didn't know anything about it. So Sven Vinke himself had to come out and be like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? We have a team of 72 artists, of which 23 are concept artists, and we are hiring more. The art they create is original, and I am very proud of what they do. I was asked explicitly about concept art and our use of Gen AI. I answered that we use it to explore things. I didn't say we use it to develop concept art. The artists do that. And even if the article did say to, do presentations, develop concept art, anyone with a brain cell, of which I think I am also included, I knew that it was this. This is the develop of the concept art. This is concept art right here. This is a concept art of my idea of an orc killing a little child. But that's not gonna fucking sell. And the development is like, okay, make this, put it in an eye, okay, now that's an orc. That actually looks like an orc, and that looks like a little child getting murked. Send it to the fucking Bethany at concept art department. And then Bethany sends me 17 concept arts that are a fucking the Mona Lisa. That's it. The fuck? People are crazy. People are fucking crazy. And they're fucking... Oh. Okay. The artists do that. And they're indeed world-class artists. We use AI tools to explore references, just like we use Google in our books. At the very early ideation stages, we use it as a rough outline for composition, which we replace with original concept art. There's no comparison. We all knew this, Sven. Sven, people with brain cells, we knew this. I talked about how we use machine learning here. If you would like to know more, that's what I just read. We've hired creatives for their talent, not for their ability to do what a machine suggests. Because a lot of people were saying to me, oh, but then a human is just copying what the AI is doing. No, 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 they're not fucking copying. They're not tracing what the AI is doing. It's like you see this, right? You see this fucking screenshot right here of Minthara, and someone who is good at drawing can take that and do their own rendition of this exact same fucking frame and make a fucking art piece. And it's their version, it's their talent, it's their work, their sweat and tears. It looks that way because they wanted it to look that way. But they were influenced by this because maybe this is what the client or the game director or their senior wanted. It's Minthara. Make Minthara look angry at me. And they did it. That's it. Ugh. But they can experiment with these tools to make their lives easier. Listen, I cannot fucking believe that this is a fucking conversation. Like, that's all my tweets were like that. I was like, why are you guys fucking lying about the game being AI generated? It's like, it has no. It's like, I'm fucking writing, right? I'm writing and I'm like, fuck. What do I name this stupid fucking character? And I go to ChatGPT and I tell him, Chatty, I have a character that is a scientist and they're a dick. What do I name them? And Chatty says, Dick McDingus. And I'm like, you know what? Good fucking name. Thank you, Chatty. And I go back to my work that I write until 2 a.m. And then I say, okay, now this character who didn't have a name, now his name is Dick McDingus. That's it. And then I make Dick McDingus a character by myself because I have the talent for that. That's it. That's the extent of it. Oh, but people are not smart. They're not smart. They're very dumb, actually. And what really fucking amazes me is that they're literally being so loud about it. Like, shut the fuck up. Deadass. Shut the fuck up. Like, because how can you be so fucking wrong and so loud? When we'll be able to read your work. You know what I want to do? I want to do an entire video on rewriting Veilguard, and I think the only way I can do that is writing fanfiction about it. So, you know. So I'm probably gonna do that, a video based on my fanfiction of that. So, you know what? God. Like, I'm seeing the, what's her name? Kayla Elizabeth. So this was the original tweet that she tweeted. Larian CEO confirms, no, is this the one? SEO confirms the streets using generative AI to explore ideas, flesh out PowerPoints representations, develop concept art, and write a piece of horror, He says there won't be any AI-generated content. And then Kayla is like, I think why this hurts so much is that Larian's a studio highly respected for their handcrafted creativity. Hearing Gen AI is used at any part of the creative process feels like it loses that. Baldur's Gate 3 used that. You know what else used it? Fucking Veilguard. She pisses me off. People like this piss me the fuck off. They really piss me off. Like, to the point. It gets to the point that I'm like, bro. Like, shut up. And now look at this bitch. Look, what does it say here? Dragon Age Council. And she says, why are you so obsessed with her? Girl. I am not done yet. I'm not done yet. I'm gonna fucking call her out now for the AI. Like it's it's listen. People are stupid. Like people are really stupid. Like really dumb. It's kind of insane. It's crazy. I am flabbergasted by all of this. I am flabbergasted that they can, like, you see what I'm talking about? And I was like, AI. Baldur's Gate 3 had AI. It was used with it, like, it used AI. Veilguard used AI. I can tell you that right now. BioWare uses AI. Like, bruh. They're so, like, ignorant. They're so utterly ignorant about what they're talking about. And they talk about it with such, like, fervor. Like, they know they're right. And they're not. And you tell them you're not. Like, you're wrong. You've been wrong. And if you're saying this for X and Y, you have to say it for B and C. Because you cannot be praising something and then be like, actually, no. Because you know what? That's like, and someone said it with Grams the other day about the tweet of Lara Croft, in which one day he's like, they destroy Tomb Raider. She looks so ugly. And literally the next one, he said, she's stunning. Oh my God. And someone tweeted at me, this is what it looks like when the audience you grew takes you hostage. They're not allowed to say what they think. And I have made that a priority of mine in my community of, I say what the fuck I want, and you guys say what the fuck you want. And maybe we can like pull each other's hair in the comments. But you say what you want and I say what I want. And if I don't change your mind, I don't care. And if you don't change my mind, you shouldn't care either. But I'm not gonna, if everyone in my audience says, oh, you're wrong, you're wrong about this, you're wrong about this, I'm not gonna be like, I come out and I have to apologize. Sorry, you know, I'm, shut up. No. Like, if I say, you guys are stupid because of this, I don't care that someone is like, it's so stupid. It's like, how are you gonna say, oh my God, Larian, I'm here for you, you're the best. And they're like, actually, I never endorsed Larian. Larian, this hurts so bad that they're using AI tools in their work. They have been. Baldur's Gate 3 had them. Veilguard had them. You guys are fucking useless. God. Fuck. It's insane to me. It's insane. Another tweet. Another tweet coming. Because I need to say it. It's like how? I'm so pissed. Another tweet. Another tweet's coming. It's coming. Go to Twitter. Like, listen, I understand AI. Like, I don't want to fucking read a book that is fully AI generated, because most of the time the person that is writing, it's not a writer. So it's all over the place. It's bad. It's ugly. A lot of AI art it's shit. It's like, oh, that's fucking. It's all fucking anime porn and whatever. I get that. And I get that you don't want AI to replace people, to replace creatives. But if you're good enough at your job, you're never going to be replaced. Only the fucking idiots that are not good are the ones that are, you know, afraid of that. Okay. I'm saying, how are you going to shield Larian for using AI tools, minimally, mind you, when games like Baldur's Gate 3 and Veilguard use them too? What else was he going to say? God, I get that. I understand disliking AI, but I've also seen a lot of people reclaiming art from AI. There's a lot of AI that's like, oh, this is really cool. It's AI generated. You know what? It's mine now. And someone will take that and they will make it in traditional. They will make it, a human will remake it. And it's their art now. You can turn the fucking tide on that as well. But there's nothing that it's gonna change that. Like, we have to understand that what we want doesn't fucking matter. It's what makes money that matters. And AI right now, it's making a lot of people that, they're so high up we can never even see their fucking buttholes. A lot of money. What we want doesn't fucking matter. Okay, I think that's been established. For how long have people been like, AI is bad, and it's stronger than ever and more accessible than ever? Listen, yes, there's studios that had AI theft and AI generated characters, AI generated everything, and they lied about it. And a studio like Larian, it's open about the tools they have at their disposal and why they use them and how they use them. And you're gonna fucking, you know? I'm so pissed. Like, deadass. I'm so pissed. They're switching up on Larian like this for what? Because they don't fucking understand what they're talking about? Like, for real, they don't understand. Like, it's insane to me. Oh my god. I am flabbergasted. Like, deadass. People need to be silent. They need to be quiet. And now that fucking bitch, what's her name? Syra, whatever. She's in the Dragon Council. I am complaining about people like you. And you think like, oh, why are you so obsessed? Bitch, you haven't seen Obsessed. Shut up. God. Idiots, dude. People are fucking dumb. It's insane. Oh my god. Every time. And there's no fucking getting through to these people. Like, there's no way. Both Sven and Very AFK say they're simply not prohibiting their employed artists who are humans from using AI tools as a help, but now Journal's gonna flip it over to spawn an outrage for engagement. It's not even Journal's, Graz. Like, it's not even Journal's because it was very explicit, especially in the articles that I have seen. In the fucking title, which is all people read. All people read, it's the fucking titles. Look at this shit! Look at the titles. Okay? These are the titles that are fucking, have people like this. Look at this title. Larian is using generative AI and they stop reading. They stop reading. But Divinity won't, that's a negative. That is, a contraction of will not, won't contain anything AI generated. They stop fucking reading that Larian is using AI. And they have no fucking clue, and they're completely fucking brain dead of the fact that AI, Gen AI, and A lot of other types of AI have been used since the 1990s. Gen AI, it's been since the 20 like 18, 17 and stuff like that, but it has been used for years. In all those games they love, in all those games they praise and defend and go crazy. Yes, Bucky. And it's like, oh, I hate AI. On fucking Twitter? You're telling me you hate AI on fucking Elon Musk's Twitter? On Grok's Twitter? Pisses me off. It's performative. Performative. 90% of these people, 99% of these people do not believe what they're saying. 99% of these people, this is pack mentality. This is people that need to be validated. They need to feel validated by a group of people. So they just repeat what they say so they feel included in something. 99, it's performative. They have no clue what they're talking about. And you try to educate them. They're like, no, because my friend on Discord said that it's wrong. And it's killing the planet. We are killing the planet. Not AI. We've been killing the planet. Like, what the fuck? People piss me off. People piss me off. Like, they really do. Like, bro. And then they don't read. Every time that I use an article, I take a screenshot of an article like this, which I did. And I link the article because I want people to, don't take my word at face value. Why would you trust my word? Don't trust it. Do your own research. I always tell you, don't I always tell you, do your own fucking research. Reach your own assumptions, your own opinions. Don't take mine. That's mine. Why would you take my opinion? That's mine. But I try to give you the tools to do your own research. But now, fucking bitch over there says, I saw a tweet of my mutual on Blue Sky and they said that they're using AI and the concept art is all AI generated. And that's it. That's you run with that. You go, you take it and you run with it. And that's why I was roasting people like Elizabeth earlier. Because didn't I not tell you that they go where the wind fucking blows? They do. They do. They don't have a fucking individual thought. If they tried, they couldn't. If you ask them, they can't. They can't come up with anything. Like, why do you think this way? And it's always going to be like, well, someone told me. Well, that person told me. It's never, they cannot fucking excuse themselves. They cannot fucking justify themselves ever. Because it's not their opinion. They can't justify, they cannot defend an opinion that it's not theirs. Hello, Sean. God. Read. Stop fucking arguing with me on Twitter because, first of all, you're not gonna fucking win. I don't know who thought that arguing with me on Twitter or anywhere was a good idea. But it ain't. Because I will fucking roast you. Your grandmother, your dead grandpappy, and your dog. Like, all the all the bloodline, all the family line. Don't even, I don't want to be polite. People that were saying to me like, oh, well, you're right, but do you have to be so mean about it? Yeah. I'm sorry, are you gonna fucking police my attitude now? You don't have to be so mean. You don't have to curse. I don't have to, but I can. It's a free fucking world, isn't it? You can say bullshit on the internet and I can call you a fucking idiot because of it. We live in a free world. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna cry about it? Fucking cry. I'll give you some napkins. I'll give you some handkerchiefs. I despise. And you guys know that with the entire Velgar debacle, I had, contact with Smash, with Grams, you know what I mean? And then you take a step back and you look at them and you're like, wait, I don't think we are talking about the same thing here. Because I can talk about something in a topic. I will, first of all, research before I speak about it. And I will teach myself about what I'm talking about. Not because I want to seem educated to you, who I don't know and I don't care about, but because I want to know more about the topic that I'm talking about. So I will do more research on it. And I only talk about a topic that I care about, okay? And you won't catch me talking about many other games. You won't catch me even acknowledging that other games exist because I simply don't give a fuck. Thank you for the follow. Because I cannot be everywhere at once, okay? What do I care? What do I care about games that I'm not even gonna play? So I don't research them. But you will catch me talking about games like Veilguard, like Dragon Age, Mass Effect, Exodus, and I will do my due fucking research, which is the bare fucking minimum. Because I wanna speak from a point of, like not spreading misinformation. Yes, I will give you my opinion, but that's my opinion. But if I'm giving you facts about something, I will always have something to back them with, because it's just like it's the minimum. But the amount of people that were like, I read you the Bloomberg interview with Sven, and I linked this one in Eurogamer, and people were like, well, he did say that he's using AI, and like, yeah, he said it here too. It's in the fucking title, and if you go to the link, you can also no. In the original interview, I'm like, okay, that, and he said in the original interview, which you would have known if you had bothered to read it, they're the same fucking thing. This article quotes verbatim things from the Bloomberg interview that I read. So I was like, yeah, they are side by side, practically the same article. You absolute buffoon. You inbred motherfucker. Okay? And I'm not a journalist. I don't get paid for this. But the very minimum is like, I don't like to spread misinformation. And if I do, which I haven't done yet, mind you, I haven't had to backpedal on one tweet I've ever made. Not one. God bless. I know that pisses people a lot. That I'm very right all the time. But that's why, because I mind my business and I only speak about things that I care about. Indeed. If people did that more, if people stopped trying to because I understand you're a content creator. I was. I don't consider myself a content creator as much, but it's like, I understand. And that's why after Veilguard, I decided I don't want to do this anymore. Not in the way that I was doing it. When you're a content creator and you go viral and people are expecting things from you, you have to stay on top of the news. Okay, and you have to have an opinion on everything. I didn't want to do that. I don't have opinions on everything. I have opinions on whatever I want to have opinions on. And people like Grams and people like Kayla Elizabeth, two fucking sides of the same stupid ass coin. The same damn ass coin. Same coin. No matter how you fucking flip that coin, it's the same fucking rusty, nasty, useless coin. They have to keep on top. Grams has to keep on top hating games, and Kayla has to be on top of leaking people's assholes so she can have access to, their staff. For example, when she tweeted oh my god, you guys are doing so great. That was a couple days ago, yesterday, whatever. She's like, oh my god, I love Larian. Larian, you're doing so good by not giving in and not sanitizing your game. And she had one of the publisher comment on her tweet. And that's why she does it. That's why she fucking leaks assholes like it's, her profession. Because she wants to have access to that. She's done it with Veilguard. She's done it with Exodus. She's done it with Larian. And then the moment something controversial and cancelable happens, and she doesn't care about doing her, her research. She doesn't care about educating herself because she's afraid that her audience that have her hostage just as much Grams' audience has him hostage, that they're gonna think that she endorses AI and they're gonna cancel her and they're gonna hate her. And oh my god. So they have to, no, God forbid, they go to Starbucks one day. No, that's illegal. On Twitter, like that again. Careless, you're fucking telling me about AI use on fucking Twitter. Well, I don't pay for the blue check marks, so technically I'm not. You're giving Elon Musk money. The fuck are you talking about? You think this fucking platform is free? Shut up. Owlcat expands. All those fucking it's the same type of people, and I hate them. If you want to be wrong by yourself. Okay, be proudly wrong. But don't reheat someone else's tacos. Don't. And don't be flippy floppy. Don't be wishy washy. I hate people like that. I hate it. And I think it's because I don't know, man. I believe in listen, I will respect you even if I don't agree with you if you're fucking wrong and you stand by it. Or if you're wrong and then you're like, you know what? I stand corrected. I do that all the time. Thank you for the sub. I do that all the time. Okay? Not in video games because, again, I'm never wrong in that. But, like in real life, if I say something stupid and I'm talking to my fiance, he's like, that's not true. You did this and then I'm like, you know what? Yes, I'm a liar. I didn't remember that. I am sorry. I was wrong. It's not going to cost you flesh. Every time that you admit you're wrong, it's not going to cost you like a layer of skin. I'm telling you. It's being an adult. It's being an adult. And if you don't want to be wrong, educate yourself before you open your fucking mouth to say stupid shit. To say words that you don't mean, and you know you don't mean, and we know you don't fucking mean. And I'm talking about grifters and shills alike. I don't respect a single fucking one of you. I don't. Because you don't have opinions about everything and you don't like everything. You don't hate every game in existence and you don't love every game in existence. You love the feeling of people agreeing with you. Of people telling you like, oh my God, you're so brave. Yes, queen. Say it. Someone had to say it. That's what you love. That's what bitches love. And I would tell you, go outside. Log off. Get off the internet. Because, dude, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, and you guys should be embarrassed of yourselves. Because it gets to a point. It gets to a point where you're like, hey, am I being gaslit? Like, is this for real? How do people not fucking see this? And I know that my ways and my attitude are very off-putting to many, but I'm not gonna change because I don't have to. Okay? I know, like your voice is irritating. The way you say things, do you have to swear? Do you have to be mean? I don't have to, but it's me. So why should I have to change myself to fit with the group? I don't want that. I'm not 15 anymore. We're not 15 anymore. Okay, Grams, we're what? 50? Caleb, 30? We're not 15 anymore. You don't have to pander to the majority. You don't have to dress like the cool kids to be one of them because, first of all, you will never be one of them. And it shows. It shows that you're not genuine. People can tell. People are not stupid. People can tell when you're genuine about something and when you literally like something. It's like, well, people are not allowed to like anything. You are. But you have to actually like it. And you actually have to, know what you're talking about. But you don't. You like how the dev's attention makes you feel. Negative or positively. That's what you enjoy. And I get that. It's a rush of serotonin. Fucking devs have DM'd me and have retweeted my tweets or replied under my tweets. What am I going to do? Suck their dicks? Is that what I have to do? Is that the next step? Do I have to expose them on Twitter? Like, no. It's like, oh, cool. Thanks. Heart. Liked. There are people too. What do you think? They're fucking Beyonce? Even if Beyonce liked my tweet, what do I care about Beyonce? We're adults. Come on. Oh yeah, they're gonna say that I'm harassing them. They're gonna say that I'm harassing them. They're gonna say like, yeah, like she's doing what she did with Belgar. What I did with Belgar was call your fucking bullshit out, and I'm doing it again because you deserve to be put on blast. Kayla Elizabeth has a terrible attitude, and that's coming from me. Kayla Elizabeth wants to control every space, every community space that she is in. She has, because she's a famous YouTuber, which she is, and a lot of us didn't even know her before Veilguard. She has taken over. Me, little old me, when I had some, influence during Veilguard, I had to get spells and shields unbanned from the official Exodus Discord server because the moment Kayla Elizabeth saw the name of Spells and Shields, who is a very nice man, who has opinions on video games. He's not a grifter, he's not a shield, he just has opinions on video games and he talks about them. Because he didn't like Veilguard, she got him banned from the Exodus Discord server before he could even speak in it. And I had to put them on blast publicly to get that man unbanned for him to be able to have access to something that should be public for everyone. I'm not saying that, hey, if you're acting up and you're being fucking stupid on a community server, you're not gonna get banned. God knows I ban people all the time. But for existing because you don't agree with their opinions on one game. No, fuck that. But these people are just used to doing that. Call me a stalker, call me a harasser, call me what the fuck you. I know what I am. And I know that you're just fucking, you're bitches. That's all you are. That's what's going on. Of course, she's not gonna stick with Exodus. And if Exodus comes out, or she's in the sense of like, if Exodus comes out, and again, from James Olin co-wrote Dragon Age Origins, my favorite IP of all time, with Mark Dara, but we've seen what Mark Dara ended up like, and what fucking Patrick Wicks ended up with. Listen, but I have faith that they're gonna make a good game. But if the game turns out to be shit, I will be there and say that it's shit. You think I wanted to say Veilguard was shit? No, but I did because it's the reality. What am I gonna do? Lie? For what? What is lying? What does lying do to me? Nothing. So Kayla is either gonna go silent or she's gonna glaze the fuck out of Exodus. I have no doubts about it. Same thing with Mass Effect. Like, all those people are just jumping the... And it's so funny to me because I've seen so many shills, so many, jump on the Larian bandwagon on the Divinity. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to give Divinity a try. The trailer looks so good. And now, a couple days later, they're like, terrible. What? I don't endorse this. No, I'm sorry that I ever retweeted this. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. It's Jenna Flexion. Fucking... I don't respect people like this. I really, really don't. It just pisses me off. It just really pisses me off that people like this just continue. They don't learn from their mistakes. They don't learn. Like, I get it. The way that I say things and the way that I word things, maybe you don't want to learn a lesson from me, okay? But if 9 out of 10 people in a room are telling you that you're wrong, chances are that you're wrong. Okay? Like, I said, like, it's so funny to me because I said before, like, hours before Sven tweeted, I said, what the fuck are you guys on about with the whole AI thing? It's not true. It's literally not true. These are lies. Like, he has explained why he's using AI and what he uses it for very clearly and openly. You guys are lying. Did you think a man that tweeted, holy fuck, guys, what is wrong with you? You think a man that is willing to talk directly to their audience, not pander to them, because if he had pandered to them, Divinity would be a fucking action RPG, and he would have said, I apologize, I'm so sorry about this. You think that a man, he knows what he's doing. He knows that his conscience is clear. Why would he fucking change anything? Why would he apologize? He hasn't. He doubled down. He's like, you guys literally don't know what you're talking about. And they don't. They literally don't. They have no fucking clue what they're talking about. They have no clue. And I said that. I posted a tweet like, you guys are wrong. And they're like, no, you're wrong. You're wrong. And I'm like, okay, fuck, whatever. Fuck you guys. And then Sven comes and it's like, oh no, you're wrong. Like, you're wrong. You guys talk and you don't read anything. You don't do your research. You don't do anything. It's crazy. It is crazy. That's insane. Like, it's crazy. And I don't respect them, like, at all. I don't. It's just... God, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm just flabbergasted. Each day each day a little bit more my faith in. I never had faith in humanity, but every day it's like, bro, every day, like it's insane. And I wasn't expecting Divinity. Like I thought it was gonna end, and I'm gonna wrap it out here because I want to have a fun fucking dinner, and my voice is shot because I wasn't expecting to yell today. But I thought the controversy was gonna start and end with the moral police of like, it's too gory, gore porn. I was like, and we all laughed at them. But it just feels like it's funny because it's the same people that are like, oh, people are not allowed to like anything. People are not allowed to like games. And then they're the same people that are like, well, if you support this, you want everyone in the planet to die. And it's like, shut the fuck up. First of all, and second of all, and third of all, just shut the fuck up. Your opinion means nothing. The same way that my opinion means absolutely fucking nothing. Again, let me reiterate how little fucking like opinions of people on the internet matter in the great scheme of things. Zero. Nada. Not mine, not Kelly Elizabeth's, not fucking Graham's, nobody's. At the end of the day, your opinion is the one that matters to you. So do your fucking research and don't listen to people on fucking Twitter about anything, really, because who are we? Nobody's. It just pisses me off. Divinity is gonna fucking rule, by the way. Like, in 2 years, this will be forgotten, and people will not give a fucking flying fuck. I don't give a flying fuck now. So imagine how many fucks I'm gonna give in 2 years' time, or 3, or however many they take. 0. I don't care. Don't be swayed by people. Really? You good? And don't listen to anyone. Like, don't listen to fucking no one. Like, don't listen to opinions, okay? You can agree with some opinions. Don't take opinions as facts, okay? You want facts, you go to the source. You Google, okay? Google is there for more than fucking Twitter and Pornhub. You do your research and you're like, oh, so she was talking about this. And then you form your own opinion. But for the love of God, I'm tired. People are it's exhausting. It's exhausting. Oh, one thing about this is that I'm going to have a lot of people to yell at on Twitter, which that's bring me joy. That's my hobby. When I tell people to get hobbies, this is my hobby. I love yelling at people on the internet and calling them fucking idiots because it pisses them off and sometimes makes them cry. So, you know, that's going to be that for today. I was planning on actually playing Divinity Original Sin, the first one today, but obviously the internet had other ideas. I will be playing Divinity Original Sin and Original Sin 2. I don't know about the action RPG Divinities. I don't know. We'll see when I finish both of them. And I will be playing the fuck out of Divinity when it releases, whenever it releases. And I will be trying to stay on top of the news as they come out, if you guys are interested in hearing more of that, in my useless, loud opinion, as always. But, you know, I promise you that I wasn't expecting to be making a stream like this. I will be posting videos of this stream, like highlights of this stream, and probably like one for the whole gore controversy and another one from the AI controversy on YouTube. If, you know, someone missed this stream or you don't want to sit through fucking 2-3 hours of footage of me losing my mind, I'll have them in YouTube soonish, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. I don't know. Usually when I post a video on YouTube, I do the entire editing on that day. So by the time that I want to stream, I don't want to stream anymore. So if you see me posting a video on YouTube, I'm not going to stream that day. That's just fucking life. Or I will. Who knows? With me? You never know. But thank you so much, guys, for everything, for putting up with me, for listening to me yap and complain and fucking scream. And see you all